In an increasingly complex and unpredictable world, it's common for individuals to feel overwhelmed by the circumstances they find themselves in. Whether it's the challenges of a demanding job, personal relationships, health issues, or global crises, the feeling of being dominated by situations can be pervasive and distressing. It is during such times that many turn to philosophy for guidance and solace. Among the philosophical schools of thought, Stoicism offers a particularly compelling perspective on how to navigate the tumultuous seas of life without succumbing to external pressures. Stoicism, an ancient Greco-Roman philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium in the 3rd century BC, has garnered renewed interest in recent years due to its timeless wisdom and practical applicability. Stoicism advocates a unique approach to life's challenges, emphasizing the cultivation of virtue, rationality, and self-control. In this comprehensive exploration, we will delve into the heart of Stoicism to understand how its principles can help us avoid being dominated by situations. We will examine key Stoic concepts, techniques, and practices that empower individuals to confront adversity with resilience and serenity. Chapter 1. The Stoic Worldview. Stoicism as a philosophy of virtue. At the core of Stoicism lies the belief that virtue is the highest good and the key to a flourishing life. Stoics contend that external circumstances, such as wealth, fame, and health, are beyond our control and therefore cannot determine our happiness. Instead, they argue that our moral character and the choices we make in response to events are the only things we can truly influence. This chapter will explore Stoicism's virtue ethics and its implications for how we approach situations. 1.2. The dichotomy of control. One of the most famous Stoic concepts is the dichotomy of control, which divides the world into two categories: things we can control and things we cannot. Understanding and accepting this dichotomy is fundamental to not being dominated by situations. We will discuss this concept in depth, providing practical examples of how it can be applied in daily life. Chapter 2. The Stoic Mindset. 2.1. Rationality and Emotions. Stoicism places great importance on rationality and the ability to differentiate between rational judgments and emotional reactions. We will delve into Stoic strategies for managing emotions and achieving emotional resilience in the face of challenging situations. At 2.2, Acceptance and the Nature of Reality. Stoicism encourages us to accept the nature of reality as it is, rather than as we wish it to be. This chapter will explore the Stoic concept of amor fati, love of fate, and how it can help us come to terms with difficult circumstances, ultimately freeing us from their domination. Chapter 3. Stoic Practices. 3.1. Negative Visualization. Stoic exercises, such as negative visualization, are tools for developing gratitude and resilience. We will explain how regularly contemplating the loss of things we value can paradoxically lead to a deeper appreciation of life and a greater ability to withstand adversity. 3.2. The Discipline of Desire and Aversion. Stoicism teaches us to desire only what is in accordance with reason and to avoid what is irrational. This discipline of desire and aversion empowers individuals to maintain inner tranquility even in the most challenging situations. We will explore practical techniques for applying this discipline in our lives. 3.3. Mindfulness and the present moment. The Stoic practice of mindfulness helps individuals stay grounded in the present moment and avoid being consumed by worries about the future or regrets about the past. We will discuss how mindfulness can be integrated into modern life and its role in preventing the domination of situations. Chapter 4. Stoic. Role models. 4.1 Historical Stoic figures. Stoicism has a rich history of influential figures, including Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, who exemplified the Stoic way of life. This chapter will introduce these Stoic role models and their writings, demonstrating how their wisdom can guide us in our own journeys toward not being dominated by situations. 4.2 Contemporary Stoics. In addition to historical figures, contemporary Stoics have emerged as sources of inspiration and guidance in our modern world. We will profile notable individuals who have applied Stoic principles to their lives and made significant impacts, proving that Stoicism remains relevant and effective in the 21st century. Chapter 5. Stoicism in Action. 5.1 Real-life examples. This chapter will provide real-life examples of how individuals have successfully applied Stoic principles to overcome adversity, cope with challenging situations, and lead more meaningful lives. These stories will serve as sources of motivation and practical insight. 5.2 Exercises and Action Plans. To help readers incorporate Stoicism into their own lives, we will present a series of exercises and action plans designed to cultivate Stoic virtues and practices. These step-by-step guides will empower individuals to gradually transform their mindset and responses to situations. Chapter 6. Challenges and Critiques. 6.1. Stoicism and emotion critics have argued that Stoicism's emphasis on emotional detachment may lead to emotional suppression or apathy. In this chapter, we will address these concerns and provide a balanced perspective on the role of emotion in Stoicism. 6.2. Privilege and Stoicism. Some have questioned whether Stoicism is accessible to individuals facing systemic disadvantages or extreme hardships. We will explore these critiques and discuss how Stoicism can be adapted to different life circumstances. Chapter 7. The Stoic Journey. 7.1. Lifelong learning and growth. Stoicism is not a destination, but a journey of continuous development. This chapter will emphasize the importance of lifelong learning and personal growth in the Stoic path. 6.2 Privilege and Stoicism. Some have questioned whether Stoicism is accessible to individuals facing systemic disadvantages or extreme hardship. We will explore these critiques and discuss how Stoicism can be adapted to different life circumstances. Chapter 7. The Stoic Journey. 7.1. Lifelong learning and growth. Stoicism is not a destination, but a journey of continuous self-improvement. This chapter will emphasize the importance of lifelong learning and personal growth in the Stoic path. 7.2 Stoicism and a meaningful life. We will conclude the exploration by discussing how Stoicism to a more meaningful and purposeful life, free from the domination of external circumstances. Conclusion. In conclusion, Stoicism offers a profound and time-tested perspective on how not to be dominated by situations. By prioritizing virtue, rationality, and self-control, and by embracing the dichotomy of control, Stoicism equips individuals with the tools they need to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. This comprehensive examination of Stoic philosophy, mindset, practices, role models, and real-life applications will empower readers to embark on their own Stoic journey toward a life that is less dominated by external circumstances and more enriched by inner strength and wisdom. In an era marked by uncertainty and upheaval, the wisdom of the Stoics continues to shine as a beacon of hope and guidance for those seeking to master the art of living well, regardless of the situations they may face.